Protein is one of our main component in our body, and the protein consists of amino acids. So as you know, there are 20 different types of amino acids: non-polar, aliphatic, non-aromatic, and those types of amino acids make a complete protein. These types of amino acids are joined with each other by covalent bond inside a protein. So the amino acid are joined with each other with the help of a covalent bond that is called peptide bond. Now peptide bond is a type of amide linkage. So peptide bond is a type of amide linkage. It is a type of covalent bond. Now during the formation of peptide bond, one molecule of water is released out. So during the formation of peptide bond, one molecules of water is released out. The hydrogen group of one amino acid and the hydroxyl group of another amino acid in a form of water is released out. So the molecular weight of the amino acid decreases inside the protein. Now amino acids which are present inside a protein are called as amino acid residues. Suppose the molecular weight of the amino acid is 128. On the other hand, the molecular weight of the amino acid residues is 110. Now what is the difference between a polypeptide chain, or you can say polypeptide, or a protein? So the molecular weight of whole amino acid residues present inside a polypeptide chain is less than 10,000. On the other hand, in case of protein, the molecular weight of all amino acid is higher than 10,000. Now suppose in case of tripeptide there is 3 amino acids are present and two peptide bond is joined the 3 peptide amino acid. In case of pentapeptide, there are 5 amino acids are joined with each other by 4 peptide bond. Now peptide bond, there is another term, that is what is simple protein and what is conjugated protein. So protein contain only amino acid and no other chemical compound are called as simple protein. Now what are the example of the simple protein? Ribonuclease A and chymotrypsin are the simple protein. So these two types of proteins, or you can say enzymes, are formed by only the amino acids. There is no such chemical compound. On the other hand, in case of conjugated proteins, the proteins are complexed with non-protein part, and those non-protein part are called as a prosthetic group. So what is prosthetic groups? Prosthetic groups are non-protein part of a conjugated proteins that are complexed with a protein part. Now what is the example of the conjugated protein? So the most common example of the conjugated protein is, you can say, hemoglobin. So hemoglobin is a type of conjugated protein. It contains, heme means iron, that is why the color of the blood is red. During the formation of peptide bond, one molecule of water is released out. So it is a type of dehydration and also you can say condensation reaction. So it is a type of dehydration reaction, and it is a example of the condensation reaction. So give an example of the condensation reactions. The formation of the peptide bond is a type of condensation reaction. Give an example of dehydration reaction. the peptide bond formation is a example of dehydration reaction. So protein consists of amino acid, and amino acid are linked with each other with the help of peptide bond. So what is peptide bond? Peptide bond is a type of amide linkage. So two amino acids are covalently joined by, so two amino acids are covalently joined by peptide bond. So two amino acids are covalently joined by peptide bond. Peptide bond is a type of amide linkage formed by condensation reaction. Peptide bond is a type of amide linkage formed by condensation reaction. So peptide bond is a type of amide linkage formed by condensation reactions. So two amino acids are covalently joined by peptide bond, and peptide bond is a type of amide linkage formed by condensation reaction. Condensation reaction, so the peptide bond formation is an example of condensation reaction. During the formation of peptide bond, one molecule of water is released. So water molecule is released. Water molecule is released. So it is a dehydration. It is a dehydration reaction. So the formation of peptide bond is an example of the dehydration reactions, because during the formation of peptide bond, one molecule of water is released. So water molecule is released during the process of dehydration reaction. Now amino acid. Now hydrogen. Now the second is hydrogen. So the hydrogen from amino group of one amino acid and hydroxyl group of another amino acid. So hydroxyl group of another amino acid are released during this condensation reaction, reactions. So hydrogen from amino group of one amino acid and hydroxyl group of another amino acids are released during these condensation reactions as a molecule of water. Now amino acid unit in polypeptide are called as residues, amino acid residues. So amino acid unit in polypeptide are called as residues, or you can say amino acid residues are called as residues, or you can say amino acid residues. Now what is the difference between polypeptide and protein? So in case of polypeptide, the molecular weight of whole the amino acid is less than 10,000. So the molecular weight of amino acid residue, or you can say amino acid, less than 10,000. So the molecular weight of the amino acid is residues less than 10,000. In case of protein, the molecular weight of amino acid, the molecular weight of amino acid, you can say the molecular weight of amino acid. So in case of polypeptide, the molecular weight of amino acid less than 10,000. In case of protein, the molecular weight of amino acid more than 10,000. Now let's see the structures of the peptide bond which is formed between the two amino acid. So this is one amino acid. On the other hand, this is the second amino acid. They are differ from each other on the basis of the polarity of the R group, R1 and R2. determine two amino acids, and this is so during the formation of peptide bond, one molecule of water released, as you can see from the structure. Now, so amino group CHR1 C double bond O. This is peptide bond which is formed between the amino acid NHCHR2 C double bond O minus. So this is the peptide bond, amino group, carboxyl group. So this is a dipeptide because two amino acids are joined with each other by peptide bond. In case of tripeptide, there are three amino acids joined with each other, two peptide bond. In case of pentapeptide, there are five amino acid residues are joined with each other by four peptide bond. Now, what is simple protein? What is simple protein? So, protein contain only amino acid residues and no other chemical compound are called a simple protein. So, protein contain only amino acid residues and no other chemical compound are called a simple protein. So such type of proteins considered as simple protein. Such type of proteins considered as simple protein. So so the protein contain only amino acid residues and no other chemical compound. Such type of protein are called simple protein. What are the example of the simple protein? Ribonuclease A and chymotrypsins. Enzymes are the example of simple protein. So these types of enzyme contain only amino acid. There is no such chemical compound, or you can say non-protein part. Now, what is conjugated protein? What is conjugated protein? So protein contained amino acid and chemical compound are called as conjugated proteins. So protein contain amino acid and chemical compound, or you can say non-protein part called as conjugated protein. The non-protein part, so amino acids and chemical compound are complexed with each other and form conjugated protein. Non-protein part of a conjugated protein is called as prosthetic group. So non-protein part is called as prosthetic group. So what is prosthetic group? Non-protein part of a conjugated protein is called as a prosthetic group. Now, what is the example? The most common example of conjugated protein is hemoglobin. So hemoglobin, the prosthetic group of hemoglobin is heme, that is iron. That is why the color of the blood is red. Heme means iron,